I got this for my dad, and based off the high quality of the telescope, he thought I paid a crazy amount for it. It comes in a nice little backpack, and there is even a little extra room to put other stuff in there as well. I didn't take a picture of the whole thing put together, but it is wonderful. The quality is so amazing and the price is such a steal for the quality. If you've read this far and if this review helped at all, please click helpful.
Great little telescope for checking out the moon. Haven't really tried doing anything else with it though. Bought mine last August and have had lots of fun with it since then. I use my iPhone to take pictures through the lens and have gotten some great shots.
I bought this to make a lens out of it, and guess what? It's done. Here are some pictures I got with it. Love it. Using Panasonic GX85.
I ordered a Celestron travel scope 70mm portable telescope on 3/5/2019 and received it on 3/7/2019. Upon inspection, I found there is 3 small pieces of debris on the inside of the aperture lens. One of the pieces is very obvious. I can see them looking into the telescope without an eyepiece, but with an eyepiece I can't see them because they are out of focus. I contacted Celestron technical support via email and they replied within 24 HRS, and that was during this past weekend. Kudos to Celestron technical support. They are fantastic. They said something that small can ruin a viewing session. They advised me to send it back for an exchange. I sent them 2 pictures of the debris with the email. One picture shows the biggest obvious piece. The second picture shows the second piece at the 6 o'clock position and third piece at the 9 o'clock position. There may be some more even smaller pieces of debris. The pictures posted here are not oriented right and turned out that way when I copied them. They need to be turned a 1/4 turn counterclockwise. Despite the debris inside the telescope lens, I wouldn't hesitate to recommend a Celestron telescope to anyone. They have great customer support. Update 3 and 12/2019. I received the replacement telescope today. This telescope didn't have any debris on the inside of the aperture lens and everything else was fine. Just waiting for nice weather in my area to be able to use it. Also, I may replace the finder scope with a better red dot finder scope, as the one that comes with it can be easily bumped out of alignment.
Good basic telescope. There is a leveler on the tripod. It takes some time to adjust. The backpack fits everything neatly with extra padding and velcro straps to stay secure. Small zipper pocket allows for personal use items such as cards and keys. One of my new COVID hobby is now stargazing. The universe is a crazy place. Right before the core new moon, Saturn and Jupiter can be seen. Spotted Mars made not worth.
I must say I'm very impressed by the Celestron 21035 travel scope. I don't have a ton of experience with travel scopes, but this one is a great investment for any beginner or casual user such as myself. This travel scope can be a ton of fun when you actually take the time to learn how to use it. Celestron provides you with SkyX software to help navigate you through your galactic journey to the stars. I've had it for about 5 days now and haven't been able to keep my hands off of it. I live in a big city where it is very congested, so at nightfall I look forward to using this scope to immerse myself into the stars. I love discovering new and different things. During the day I have been able to use it to look at the assortment of birds that live in my neighborhood. The entire setup is not heavy at all, which is great when you want to move it at a moment's notice. It fits perfectly in the travel book bag that comes with it. The only gripe I have with the entire set is the tripod. The tripod feels a little weak, but if you are careful with it, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Pros: lightweight, easy setup, extremely portable. Cons: tripod is a little flimsy. Mount on the tripod tilts back too easy and the screw may need to be replaced. Item provided at a discounted rate in exchange for my honest opinion. Asterisk.
I get this out on the pink moon and strawberry moon and have gotten the best pics with my phone on the eyepiece.
Amazing telescope. I have used a number of telescopes and this is one of the best based on flexibility, ease of use and performance. When mounted on a simple tracking mount, I am getting better pictures than with my C925. That has been a significant source of disappointment. For this price there is no better telescope in the market. Just edited my original review to add a few photos I took last winter, including lovely comet Lovejoy. These photos are from a really dark place and were processed with Photoshop. However, I just needed a 1-minute exposure at 6400 ISO with my Canon DSLR connected directly to the rear of the telescope, no diagonal. Then I mounted the telescope on a regular mount. An additional advantage of this telescope is that it is very light, so no heavy-duty mount is required. However, it needs to be properly aligned and you need to be careful not to touch the camera, telescope or mount when taking a photo to avoid vibration. When I bought this telescope I was needing the equivalent of a 400mm to 600mm lens for my Canon DSLR. These lenses cost several $1,000s, so I bought instead this telescope as it was a very low risk investment compared to the potential benefits. As you can see, it really paid off.
Great for beginners and kids. I bought a few attachments to set up my DSLR Nikon D3400 and another eyepiece 8mm and took these photos. The images without the camera was a bit more clear with the 10mm, but I was unable to capture it as such. More practice I need. If you want to use a camera you're gonna need a stronger tripod. For the price it is nice.
This is an easy-to-use telescope that can easily be carried around. There is one spot that the tilting adjuster doesn't cover, so you have to either hold or move your telescope if you need that exact spot. Overall, it's a great price and a good telescope for beginners. I took these photos by holding my phone up to the lens.
This is definitely not for the advanced amateur astronomer, but it's great for me. I love taking pictures of the moon. Last night was a full moon and partial eclipse and I got some great photos. Very happy with it so far.
This is a great product for a beginner. If you're willing to spend a little more money for the extra I would definitely recommend doing that. This product is great for moon viewing, but the stars/planets not so much.
Easy setup, clear instructions, easy to handle and move, amazing results. The only reason I am giving this telescope 4 stars is because it limits zoom capability and has no equipment to automatically take pictures for learning and display. Haven't had a chance to use it much due to illness and weather, but it seems to be perfect for our purposes.
I haven't tried looking at the stars or comet or moon with it yet, but I tried on small things around the house and I say, I'm happy with the quality of the telescope. I'm thrilled and excited to use it tonight to look at the comet Neowise. I love it. It's my very first time trying to see the moon and I got excellent results. My mom is 65 and she really enjoyed the experience. These pictures were taken with me iPhone 6s. Sorry for the blurry shadow, but still, it is a good shot. My only complaint is the tripod since it is not really steady. Other than that, I love it.
This is an awesome Celestron T1035 Travel Scope 70. I like that is it a compact 70mm refractor telescope, so we can take it on road trips for lots of added fun and educational experiences. It is optimized for portability and convenience. The telescope, the tripod, and all the accessories fit conveniently into a padded backpack style soft carrying case. This backpack is very nice quality and there is lots of added room for books and carrying accessories to make the trip more convenient and helpful. It is a huge complete accessory package, includes a 45-degree correct image prism, a 20mm eyepiece for 20x magnification, and a 10mm eyepiece for 40x. The fully illustrated instruction manual is supplemented by a copy of #34 the SkyX #34 astronomy software that turns your PC into a virtual planetarium. My kids love to use this telescope. It is so easy to use and understand. The directions are very descriptive and easy to understand. We have been able to look for so much from the stars at night to different birds during the day. My boys love this. It is so educationally fortified. It makes science fun and more comprehensive. This is a wonderful telescope. The tripod is nice and sturdy and holds the telescope well. My son loves to use this. He asks for it every day. We have been able to see so many things. This is great. We have learned a lot and I am so happy I was able to find a telescope that is portable and easy to use with such good quality light. Portable and affordable, excellent wide field view, padded backpack style case, high and low power eyepieces. SkyX software include. Eddie purchased this product for a reduced price to make an honest and unbiased review. This scope is great. This is the last eclipse that happened. My kids love it. I just wish the eyepiece was not on the end because it's hard to see with the tripod being so low. I put it on top on a table.
I purchased it for my 10-year-old. He absolutely loves it. Easy to use. Great product. We haven't used it to look up in the sky yet. It's been cloudy, but we can see the skyscraper's windows clearly from Brooklyn waterfront.
Haven't used it much yet. The tripod is a little wobbly / hard to keep the telescope stable when looking up, but works just fine overall. My boyfriend and I looked at the moon using the 2 lenses provided with the telescope and got some pictures.
Love, so easy to use, great views, portable, lightweight.
Got this for my daughter and was shocked by how awesome it was. Stand is okay, but it works. Got great pics through my phone of the lunar eclipse. My daughter loves it. Great starter telescope. I gave this telescope to my daughter in her 9th birthday. She loved. We have used it to look at hot air balloons, the moon and some stars. For the price, thus is a good starter setup. I love the fact that it breaks down easy and all fits nicely into a backpack. My only issue with this item is that it is extremely hard to locate items you want to look at and lock the telescope in place. Other than that, it's a good telescope for the price. Picture is taking through the telescope.
Bought this and a solar filter and iPhone holder for the 821st solar eclipse. Served its purpose very well.
I knew nothing about stargazing or what to buy, and for the price, I don't think you can get any better. The setup was simple and great for looking at the moon and stars. With the included eyepieces you can see the moon extremely well. 10mm lens used in my photos, but other planets just look like colored dots. If it's your first time, I'd recommend the 20mm lens included to start. It's much easier to locate objects, as the 10mm lens will make the scope super touchy, which brings me to the slight downside, the tripod. The tripod is super cheap and the slightest breeze causes the scope to shake enough to blur the image. Having a hand on the scope or tripod will cause it to shake a lot. Even getting it set and left untouched, the weight of the scope will cause it to slowly slip down and lose your image. Honestly, it's not really a downside in my opinion. The scope is so cheap that the tripod just feels like a bonus. Super impressed with this and would definitely buy again.
Worst tripod ever. Within the first 20 minutes of stargazing and not even moving any part of the tripod, it broke apart. Very disappointed. Gave this 2 stars as the tripod is part of the Celestron package.
Do not buy this product. I received this item and it was not taped closed at all. I do not know if it came open during shipping or if I received someone's return. You can see from the attached pictures that there was a hairball on the strap of the product and scratches on the telescope. The build quality is also very cheap. You can also see that there were defects in the plastic caps.
Very good portable telescope, but you can't see the stripes of Jupiter. You can't see the ring of Saturn. Good to find and catch moon, nothing else, but it is my best first telescope.
Got this for my son hoping it would be a decent telescope. Didn't see anything different than a naked eye, just a little bigger white dot when looking at stars. Moon was closer, but not worth spending this kind of money. Could have used a camera with zoom to get the same effect.
Best thing we ever got for our daughter with special needs. The eclipse was amazing for her.